Bonjour classe, aujourd'hui c'est mardi le 9 octobre. And today for periods 4th, 6th, and 7th, we did our normal warm-up. So I'm going to go to the French Tutor Pre-AP Notes Activities page. Go down to Les Échauffements, which are... Oh, sorry, I created a new page. It's on weekly warm-up page. So the weekly warm-ups for this week are here. And we did for mardi. So we numbered our papers from 1 to 4. We wrote the correct form of avoir next to each number and translated the sentences. I gave the forms of avoir here, but I also made sure that you knew that only some of the forms would be used. So you had to fill in the correct form. So I'll do the first one with you. So this would be, since J apostrophe is the same as saying je, the form of avoir that goes with that is a. J'ai un dictionnaire dans mon sac à dos. And then you had to translate them. So after you put in the correct form, you had to say what this was in English. And j'ai un dictionnaire dans mon sac à dos is I have a dictionary in my backpack. And you had to do that with 2, 3, and 4 as well. So we went over that. Let me go ahead and go back. Oh, actually, I have 2 N's in the dictionary. I should only have 1. Whoops. All right. So we did our warm-up. Then we went over the correct answers to the culture activity. So I'm going to go over to where I put the culture activity, which is back on the Tutor Pre-AP Notes and Activities page. And I put it down here where it has the Station 1 activity. Here are the answers to that. So we read pages 127 to 129 together in the textbook, and then we answered the questions. One of the questions was, which day of the week did French students typically not have classes? And we said that that was Wednesday afternoons. We said that school attendance is mandatory in France until the end of middle school, when students take what we call the brevet exam. And that way they can stop there or they can continue on. It's up to them. But parents typically make their kids continue on. Le bac is an exit exam. It asked what le bac was. Le bac is short for le baccalauréat, which is an exit exam and a requirement to receive a diploma and attend French university. And by the way, tuition in French universities is free for French citizens. Then we talked about French Polynesia, which is a territory of France that's comprised of 5 island groups. Papeete is the city that's located on Tahiti, and it's the capital. Then we also talked about a famous French painter, Paul Gauguin. Was from the 19th century, and he painted the scenery and the people of Tahiti. Then we talked about a pareo, which is a type of garment that's very colorful. It's all in one piece. It's very loose-fitting, and it was traditionally worn by men and women in Polynesia. And now it's considered a beach cover-up. They use it as a beach cover-up. Then the question was, why do French schools get named after different people? And so we said that they're named after important cultural, historical, and political figures. Just much like how we name our different important buildings on our campus. Then we looked at a little picture of some countries and an airline. The airline's name was called Air Tahiti Nui. It's an airline that flies from Paris, from Tokyo, Los Angeles, and Auckland. And it goes, that's the 4 cities from which it flies to take you to Tahiti. And we wanted to know what countries these cities belong to. So Tokyo is in Japan. Paris, of course, is France. Los Angeles is U.S. And Auckland is New Zealand. They wanted to know the city that was closest to Tahiti, so that was Auckland, and the farthest was Paris. And then they wanted to know what welcome was in French Polynesia, and we said that was Maïva. And then in France, or French-speaking countries, it's bienvenue. They wanted to know where Tahiti was, in between which 2 continents. It is between Australia and South America. So we went over the cultural work, and then we talked about decorating our wall. So I went and posted the Halloween vocabulary onto the webpage so that you could see that we're going to be decorating our side of the hallway for homecoming in Halloween fashion. So I have all of the vocabulary that has to do with Halloween. We're going to divide the wall into 4 sections. We're going to have un cimetière, a cemetery, une maison hantée, a haunted house, un arbre courbé, a crooked tree, un carré de citrouille, a pumpkin patch. So that is what we're doing. That is what we did. Bon après-midi et à demain. Au revoir.